Imagine this, a world full of intrigue, family drama, historical battles, and the rise of one of the most iconic families in America. The wait is over, and fans of 1923 can now breathe a sigh of relief because it's officially confirmed Season 3 is on its way. With every new season, we've watched the Dutton family face monumental challenges, and now we're on the edge of our seats wondering what's next. What can we expect? What new twists and turns await us? Let's dive in and break down everything we know so far about 1923 Season 3. 1923 has quickly become more than just a show. It's a journey, a dive into a period of American history that's not only exciting but filled with grit, tension, and raw emotion. The series, set in the early 20th century, focuses on the Dutton family's struggle to survive through the hardships of post-World War I America. After the success of Yellowstone, which introduced us to the Duttons' modern-day challenges, 1923 offers a glimpse into the roots of the family's legacy, showing how they battled to secure their land and wealth. The period itself adds a sense of depth to the narrative. The world of 1923 is gritty, unstable, and rich with historical details. We see the impact of the Great Depression just around the corner, the effects of Prohibition on families, and the rise of industrial America. This backdrop doesn't just add context to the story, it shapes the characters' decisions, their struggles, and their drive to hold on to what is rightfully theirs. The show's brilliance lies in the depth of the characters, brought to life by powerhouse actors like Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren. Ford plays Jacob Dutton, a tough-as-nails patriarch struggling with the weight of responsibility, while Mirren's Cara Dutton stands strong as his equally formidable wife. Their performances are nothing short of stellar, which is one of the key reasons why the show resonates with so many fans. From the very first episode, 1923 has successfully blended the intensity of historical drama with a character-driven story. The power struggles, the rise of corruption, and the survival against seemingly insurmountable odds make it incredibly compelling. Fans were hooked from the get-go, eager to see how the Dutton family navigates this unforgiving world. But the excitement doesn't stop there. Season 1 and Season 2 have both left fans hungry for more. And now, with the confirmation of Season 3, everyone is left wondering, what's next? Imagine being at the edge of your seat, anxiously waiting for the next chapter of a gripping story, only to hear the news you've been hoping for. 1923. Season 3 is officially confirmed. The sense of relief and excitement among fans has been palpable, and now we are about to embark on the next chapter of the Dutton family saga. But what exactly do we know about this highly anticipated new season? What can fans expect to see when the Duttons return to our screens? Let's break down all the confirmed details and tease a few things that could leave us speechless when the show premieres. After the intense, emotional cliffhanger of Season 2, fans were desperate for any hint of what's coming next. The confirmation of Season 3 came just at the right time, following rumors, speculation, and the growing buzz around the Dutton family's storyline. Sources from the network and creators have finally cleared the air, confirming that Season 3 is already in the works, much to the excitement of the show's fan base. The announcement of Season 3 came just a few months after Season 2 wrapped up, and it's clear that the production team isn't wasting any time. The confirmation alone was enough to send social media into a frenzy. Fans flooded Twitter, Instagram, and various fan forums, discussing the twists and turns they're hoping to see in the upcoming season. The official announcement came through a teaser post on the show's social media accounts, with a simple but powerful message: Season 3 is coming soon. But what's even more exciting is that Season 3 won't just pick up where Season 2 left off. It's expected to expand the world of 1923 even further. The show's creators have hinted at introducing new characters, deepening the relationships between the existing ones, and delving deeper into the historical events that shape the Duttons' lives. As we've seen in the past, this series has never been afraid to tackle difficult subjects and explore complex character motivations. The political, social, and personal struggles of the characters are about to get even more intense. In addition to the confirmation, we also got a sneak peek at the filming timeline. While the show hasn't announced an exact release date yet, production on Season 3 has already begun. Fans can expect to see more behind-the-scenes photos and updates in the coming months, as the show gets closer to wrapping up filming. The Production team has been very vocal about their excitement for this new season, teasing that it will be one of the most intense yet. If the past seasons are any indication, this next chapter will keep us on the edge of our seats, with more shocking twists, powerful performances, and unforgettable moments. When 1923 Season 3 hits our screens, one of the most anticipated aspects is the return of the iconic Dutton family, especially their larger-than-life patriarchs. Harrison Ford and Helen Mirren have become synonymous with the roles of Jacob and Cara Dutton, and the thought of not seeing them again seemed almost impossible. Thankfully, fans can breathe easy knowing that these two powerhouse actors will once again bring their characters to life, continuing their portrayal of the Duttons in the turbulent world of the early 20th century. Ford's Jacob Dutton is the rugged, stoic leader of the Dutton family, a man who carries the weight of responsibility on his shoulders. He's had his fair share of losses and battles, yet he continues to fight for his family and land with unwavering determination. His bond with Cara, played by Mirren, is one of the show's emotional anchors. Cara Dutton is fiercely protective, sharp-witted, and not afraid to show her strength in the face of adversity. The dynamic between the two of them is magnetic, and it's clear that the writers have crafted a relationship that's both complex and deeply rooted in love, loyalty, and shared hardship. But the question on every fan's mind is, how will their characters evolve in Season 3? After everything they've been through, the rise of conflict, personal sacrifices, and the ongoing struggles for survival, it's likely that Jacob and Cara's relationship will be tested even further. The Duttons' land is more than just a symbol of power. It's their legacy, their history, and their future. In Season 3, we may see Jacob's leadership style evolve, especially as new challenges present themselves. Could his role as a patriarch be questioned? Will new threats force Jacob to make unimaginable decisions in the fight to protect what is his? Beyond the central Dutton characters, the supporting cast will also have their stories expanded. We know that Season 3 will bring some fresh faces into the mix, adding to the already rich tapestry of personalities in 1923. But don't expect just any newcomers. They'll likely be individuals who challenge the Dutton family, whether through direct conflict or moral dilemmas. As with every season, the show's strength lies in its ability to surprise and push its characters to their limits. Expect new alliances, old enemies, and complex relationships to unfold as the Duttons' world continues to expand. One of the intriguing aspects of 1923 is how it intertwines historical events with personal stories. The Dutton family doesn't exist in a vacuum. They are part of a broader historical landscape, shaped by the political and social forces of the time. With Prohibition still in effect and the world on the brink of the Great Depression, there's no doubt that the Duttons will face major external challenges that could directly impact their survival. The era itself is chaotic, and it's likely that new characters will enter the picture, representing different aspects of the changing world around them. These new faces could introduce fresh conflicts or new alliances, making the stakes even higher for the Dutton family. In addition to the older faces, there's a strong possibility that new blood will join the show, perhaps even family members or new figures who hold the key to unlocking deeper layers of the Dutton family's story. With new characters come new stories, but also new tensions and challenges for the existing ones. How will Jacob and Cara handle the arrival of these new characters? And more importantly, how will the Duttons protect their family legacy while all navigating a rapidly changing world? As we eagerly await 1923 Season 3, the burning question on every fan's mind is, what's next for the Duttons? After the shocking twists and intense drama of Season 2, the stakes are higher than ever, and there are plenty of unresolved threads to explore. While the official plot details for Season 3 are still under wraps, we can make some educated guesses, based on the trajectory of the series and the moments that have left us on the edge of our seats. From family feuds to external threats, the new season promises to push the Duttons to their limits. Let's dive into the potential storylines and theories that might unfold in the highly anticipated Season 3.1. The rise of new enemies. Who's coming for the Duttons? Season 2 left us with a sense of unease as the Dutton family faced multiple threats, both internal and external. With the family's land and power under constant scrutiny, It's likely that Season 3 will introduce new adversaries, both political and personal. In the previous seasons, we saw the tensions between the Duttons and powerful industrialists, politicians, and rival families. The question remains, who will be the main antagonist in Season 3? What's next for the Dutton family? After a wild ride through the rugged landscapes of Montana, we're finally getting confirmation that 1923 will return for a third season. Fans everywhere are buzzing with excitement. But what's in store for us this time? New challenges, new faces, and more drama are on the horizon, but there are still many unanswered questions. Let's dive into what we know about Season 3 and what we can expect from the next chapter of the Dutton legacy. The world of 1923 has captivated audiences since its debut, bringing the harsh yet beautiful landscapes of the early 20th century to life. But to truly understand why Season 3 is such a huge deal, let's take a moment to look back at the drama that led us to this point. In Season 1, the Dutton family's story begins to unfold in the early 1900s. This is a pivotal moment in history, as the world is shifting and America is grappling with the early effects of industrialization, wars, and political changes. We meet Jacob Dutton, the patriarch of the family, who is struggling to hold onto the ranch in the face of rising tensions and external pressures. We also witness the growing tensions with rival landowners and the challenges the Duttons face as they fight to keep their land. The central themes of the first season are rooted in survival. The Duttons must not only contend with the natural elements, but also deal with the constant threat of violence from those who seek to take what they have built. The characters are complex, each dealing with their own personal battles, from the ever-dominant Jacob Dutton to the quieter, more calculated figures like his wife, Cara Dutton. But it's not just about the Dutton family. The show explores the struggles of the people around them, from their workers to neighboring communities. By the time Season 1 ends, the stakes are raised even higher. We're left on a cliffhanger, with Jacob Dutton facing an uncertain future and the ranch's survival hanging by a thread. Viewers were hooked, knowing that the Dutton family's fight for their land was far from over. Then comes Season 2, where things only get more intense. We witness the fallout from the shocking moments of Season 1. Jacob and his family must confront not only the enemies from within, but also the growing external threats. New characters enter the story, bringing fresh challenges, while some old enemies intensify their efforts to destroy the Duttons' legacy. Season 2 introduces deeper layers to the family's struggle. We see how Jacob's health begins to deteriorate, adding an emotional complexity to the show. His strength, once a symbol of the family's resilience, is now questioned, and the stakes feel even higher. Meanwhile, Cara Dutton, who has always been a steady hand, starts to show a more vulnerable side, revealing the emotional toll of the constant battles the family faces. But perhaps the most significant part of Season 2 is the introduction of new characters, both allies and enemies. The cast grows, expanding the storyline in directions we didn't expect. Some of these new characters have close ties to the Duttons' past, while others are entirely new players who bring their own motives and ambitions. The addition of these figures leaves us asking more questions. Who can the Duttons truly trust, and how will they handle the growing threats? By the end of Season 2, we're left hanging once again. The season finale brings us to a critical moment where a few key decisions will determine the Duttons' fate. With so much up in the air, viewers were eagerly anticipating what Season 3 would bring. What will happen to Jacob Dutton? Will the ranch finally be lost? How will the new characters fit into the family's already complicated dynamics? As we now know, Season 3 has been officially confirmed, and fans are more excited than ever to see where the story will go next. But before we dive into what we can expect, let's remember that the world of 1923 is far from predictable. With each new season, the stakes grow higher, and the challenges for the Dutton family become even more daunting. With so much on the line, the question remains, what will Season 3 bring? Let's explore the possibilities and look at the clues we already have about the next chapter of this epic saga. It's official. The wait is over. The Duttons are coming back. Season 3 of 1923 has been confirmed, and fans can finally breathe. A sigh of relief. After the tense cliffhangers, the unresolved plot points, and the endless speculation, we now know that the story isn't finished yet. But what does this mean for the future of the Dutton family? When news of Season 3's confirmation first hit the airwaves, the reaction was nothing short of explosive. Fans flooded social media, with everyone eagerly sharing their excitement and their theories about what could come next. The show's ability to blend historical drama with family intrigue has kept viewers hooked, and with a new season on the horizon, the stakes couldn't be higher. What we do know for sure is that the 1923 universe is far from done telling its story. The confirmation of Season 3 opens up a whole new world of possibilities. The major question on everyone's mind right now is simple. What comes next for the Dutton family? The producers have been tight-lipped about the exact storyline, but one thing's for certain. The Duttons are in for even more trouble than before. Season 2 left us on the edge of our seats, with several unresolved conflicts that need resolution. Jacob Dutton's future, the uncertain fate of the ranch, and the ever-present danger lurking from rival landowners and other enemies, all of these threads will come into play in the new season. But here's where things get interesting. While the major storyline details remain under wraps, early whispers suggest that Season 3 could take the Duttons into uncharted territory. Fans have speculated that the story might dive deeper into the political struggles of the time, with the early 20th century proving to be an exciting backdrop for further exploration. We're talking about a time when the world was at war, the economy was rapidly changing, and the American frontier was disappearing fast. How will these historical shifts affect the Dutton family? Even though the main events remain a mystery, one thing we can count on is that 1923 will continue to explore the themes of survival, family loyalty, and sacrifice. The Duttons have always been fighters, and with Season 3, we're likely to see the family pushed to their limits once again. Their story is one of grit and resilience, and that's not changing anytime soon. For fans, the news is both a relief and an exciting new challenge. The wait for the next season just became a lot more bearable, but now the speculation begins in full force. Who will rise to the occasion in Season 3, and who will fall? What role will new characters play in the ever-expanding Dutton universe? The producers and writers know the audience is ready for more, and they're keeping their cards close to the chest, but one thing's for sure, Season 3 of 1923 will be nothing short of epic. Fans of the show will get their chance to follow the Duttons on another roller coaster of family drama, history, and, of course, breathtaking landscapes. With every new season, the tension grows, and we can't wait to see how the next chapter unfolds. So, while we don't know all the answers yet, the excitement surrounding 1923 Season 3 is palpable. One thing is certain, the Dutton story is far from over, and the best, or maybe the worst, is yet to come. The big question on everyone's mind now is, what will Season 3 bring to the table? After all the drama and tension that filled Seasons 1 and 2, how can the story possibly escalate from here? Well, buckle up, because the next chapter in the Dutton family saga is shaping up to be even more intense than what we've seen so far. While official details about the 1923 Season 3 plot are still mostly under wraps, there are a few things we can safely predict based on the cliffhangers of the previous seasons and the direction the show has taken. One thing's for certain, there's no shortage of unfinished business. The challenges faced by the Duttons have only just begun, and Season 3 promises to test the family in ways we can't even imagine. Season 2 left viewers hanging with several key moments that seem to be building towards something big. Jacob Dutton's health became a significant factor in the family's survival, with his ability to lead in question. As patriarch, his strength was a symbol of the Duttons' power, but with his vulnerability exposed, will he be able to fight the battle ahead? There's a strong possibility that Season 3 could explore Jacob's struggle, potentially revealing a deeper emotional journey that has yet to be fully explored. Will the family be able to keep the ranch under Jacob's leadership, or will they need to make drastic decisions to ensure their future? In addition to Jacob's health, the ranch's future is a massive question mark. The constant threat from rival landowners and outside forces will undoubtedly continue to play a central role. Will the Duttons finally be forced to make a stand? As we saw with Season 2, their land is valuable to many, and the wealth that comes with it is a dangerous allure for others. Season 3 could see the Duttons getting into even more heated battles over their land, with tensions rising to a boiling point. But it's not just the external threats that we have to worry about. The Dutton family's internal dynamics will likely become more complicated than ever. Cara Dutton, once a steady figure beside Jacob, could be faced with her own set of challenges as she navigates the complex and sometimes brutal world of the early 20th century.